Good evening, everybody. My name is François Savard, and I'm with the board of directors of NICHFA. Welcome to Live at the Shaw. This is our second show tonight, and it's a series, and we'll have 4 more shows after that, so don't forget to tell your friends. First, I would like to say that we're grateful for the opportunity to live and work and celebrate the arts on the traditional territory of the Sunemu First Nation. It's really great that we can do that. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. We have 2 performances tonight and just a couple of musicians. They don't take much room, but it's okay. So I'm quite sure you're going to appreciate that. The board and director and the artistic committee would like to thank the sponsors, because this is not possible without sponsors. And the sponsors are Heritage Canada, the City of Nanaimo. We also have Long and McQuaid, who provides us with a good deal with all the equipment that we have here. The Port Theatre, who you contacted to get your tickets. And of course, the Vancouver Island Conference Center. I don't like this speech. I'm not a guy who's usually on microphone. This is their job. This is not my job. Okay. Please note, there will be a 15 minutes break between the 2 shows. And it might be 20 minutes because we have to remove some equipment and set it up for the next show. To do all this, yes, we have the money from the grants, but we also have the help of a great team. First, I would like to say that Anthony Mackey is on the sound system. We have Doug Toomb and his assistant, his daughter, in fact, he doesn't want to say, but it's his daughter, and Michaela. What they will do is that they record the show tonight, and from tomorrow they put it on our YouTube channel for a week. Then when all this is done, we will take all these videos and we'll probably do a montage. How do you say that in French? In English? Montage. And make a video and use it for promotion. So very great for that. We have to say that Shelby Matthews and Mia Wilson are here as a stage manager. And the paper has been pre-produced for me. I've been, not my text, by our coordinator, and she did not put her name there. And you don't know her, I'm quite sure. Her name is Joëlle Rabu, and she's doing a really, really good job. So, our first act tonight features a rotating cast of Nanaimo's top music professionals and VIU alumni, under the direction of Steve Jones. I like when the names are not difficult. Steve Jones over there. So please welcome to Decadence.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Decadence, a 10-piece band that sometimes has 11, 12, or maybe even 13 people. We don't know. We're going to start off with a song dedicated to Nanaimo musician, educator David Strong. Going Strong in New Orleans. Thank you very much. You heard solos by Darren Nilsson on the trombone and Pierre Coman on the tenor saxophone. Solar cycles are 11-year periods in which scientists study the sunspots, and it's been going on since the end of the 17th century. Now, I was born during or nearabouts to solar cycle 19, as was another person we're going to evoke at the end of this arrangement. So right now, by the way, we're in solar cycle 25, so look that up and you can tell what's going on. This culminated in the IGY, the International Geophysical Year, which happened in 1957, at which scientists started talking about climate change. Solar cycle 19. Solar Cycle 19. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, I'm going to explain something else right now. So, a few years ago, I had a diagnosis of a bit of high blood pressure. And of course, I'm too weak to adjust this stand, so that's probably what happens. Okay. I'm short, but I'm not that short. Perfect. Thanks very much, Anthony. Thank you. This is Anthony. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah. All right. So, high blood pressure. And so the doc says, Steve, what you need to do is you need to eat bananas, broccoli, kiwis, and kale. Well, broccoli, I already eat a lot of. It's great. I love it. Kiwis, hard to find in Nanaimo most of the time. Kale, like eating your lawn. Who's going to, give me a big chunk of sod? So I started eating bananas. And during that time, I started writing this piece. And by the time I'd finished the piece, probably way too long, the blood pressure was under control, and so it might be the bananas. Thank you very much. Inspired by Frank Zappa, you might have noticed that. And it's kind of called chamber rock now. And that featured solos by, let's see, Darren, again on the trombone, Sean on keyboards, Sean Stovall on keyboards. Yep. Pierre and I traded a little bit, and then I got lost, and then Curtis came in with a bass solo. And throughout, we have wonderful drumming by Phil Whipper, drummer, Phil Whipper. Okay, those first three are originals. Now we're going to do some pieces that are from the jazz book, but in a slightly different way. The first one is Confirmation. This is a Charlie Parker tune, and these days a lot of arrangers are trying to take old tunes and rearrange them into different things, and that's what we've done here. So this is Confirmation, features David Bamford on the trumpet. used to call that old wine in new bottles. Keeping in the tradition, do you think after a while we're going to say BC and AC, as in 2019 BC, we started this project to play the music of Miles Davis' Nonette. And in 1949, Gil Evans, who was a Canadian but moved to New York, had an apartment in New York, and the young players started coming around because they were writing compositions and they were working on something different than what had been played. And Miles Davis, of course, was one of those people, Max Roach, Jerry Mulligan, many of them would go on to be famous players in their own right. And so we're going to try to recreate as best we can Boplicity from the original Miles Davis Nonette recordings. It became Birth of the Cool much later when somebody had named it, but the originals were just called Nonette recordings. So here we are, Boplicity. We're going to feature on the baritone saxophone playing the Jerry Mulligan part is Tom Delamere, who's going to play that tonight. David Bamford will be playing the Miles Davis solo, and Sean Stovall will be playing the piano solo by John Lewis. So we're trying to recreate this as close to the recording as we can. Thank you very much. We actually worked on quite a few of the pieces, and we were planning to do a concert and all that, and then, well, you know what happened. All right. In the 60s, players were looking for new ways to play the blues, and one of those was trumpeter Woody Shaw, and he wrote this nice blues called Blues for Wood. And, but I have to tell you another story, sorry. The other night, we heard that one of our members had come down with COVID and was not going to be able to play the gig. So we were at the rehearsal, and just, I gotta get this right now, just when things looked bleak, Decadence experienced a divine intervention. Suddenly appearing on a beam of brass light was Sir Martin of Low End. I give you Martin Pecos. He's playing the bass trombone, the low end of the band there. And Martin had to take a little time off from the band, and we're so glad when we made the call and we said, look, we have a player on the sick list, can you come? And he just jumped right up, and here he is tonight. So we thank him so much for that. All right, so just in case, we're going to play this Blues for Wood, and we're all going to take a short solo just to show you what we're doing. So just in case I haven't introduced people enough times, here's Pierre Coleman, Tom Delamere, Martin Pecos, Darren Nielsen, David Bamford, Luke Sales, Curtis Reach, Phil Whipper, Lee Warden, and Sean Stovall. My name is Steve Jones. Thanks very much. Blues for Wood. We prepared about a 4-hour set, so as we carry on, yeah, thank you. All right. Story goes that one day Donald Fagen, you know who he is? Yeah. Steely Dan? Yeah, okay. Donald Fagen went to visit Frank Zappa at his house, and they had a conversation and a banana smoothie, and the rest is history. So Decadence is imagining what that might sound like, and we're going to feature solos by Luke Sales on the wah trumpet, I believe. Yes, myself, and our newest member of our band, Lee Worden, on guitar. So this is called, rightfully, Banana Smoothie. No theme. All right, banana smoothie. This next chart features Lukey Pierre. No, Luke and Pierre. It's an old joke from. It's not Snake Farm. It's not State Farm. It's Snake Charm. If you say so. Let me trade.
Snake Charm.
All right, if you'll allow us to do one more. This will be our encore and our second set and everything all mixed into one. Do you know who Gordon Goodwin is? He has a band called the Big Fat Band, P-H-A-T Band. And so we've got a little tune here that kind of goes in that style. And it's a little bit of fun with music, I think you can call this. We call it Fat Chance, which is, and by the way, if you look up the definition of fat, it's pretty hot and tempting is the most popular definition, just for the record. In any case, this is called Fat Chance. It's a takeoff on Gordon Goodwin's Big Fat Band. They've spent some time on the West Coast, and that'll only mean one thing that you're going to find in the middle of this chart. And we're also going to feature Tom Delamere on baritone sax, and of course, Lazy Pierre is going to come strolling in halfway through this tune, and he's going to say, everybody calm down, and then he's going to take it to the moon. Here we go, Fat Chance. We'd like to thank everybody for coming, everybody for putting the show on. Thanks so much. See you again. Decadence is what we're calling it. Thank you very much. Decadence. Seriously, thank you so much. It's our first gig in about 2.5 years, and I've been scared to death for a month. So, yeah. Thank you.